Good morning. Today is June the 2nd. That means that is it June the 2nd? We're halfway through the year. I think so.
Yeah, pretty much. Must be close to it.
Yeah. It's either 1st of July or 1st of June is the midway. And it's just the year's gone by really, really quick. And good morning. Welcome to the people in the chat that are joining us on the Guy R. Cook Report for Thursday's B2B show. And this is sort of like spawned last Tuesday when we started talking about SEO tips. And then that evolved in Wednesday, and we talked about dashboards and analytics. And one of the things that you can do with the dashboards and analytics is track the performance of goals. And so if you set a goal for your website, and we've enumerated some of the big broad brush things that you might use in the show notes, which are available as always at theguyarcookreport.podbean.com. Thank you, Podbean, for having that space. Anyway, the things that we enumerated there is the deliverables, what you want your website to have happen to meet, in most instances, most all of the time, will meet your needs, is to develop a conversion-focused web strategy to promote your business, because it's all about conversions, right? Got to pay those bills. Design your website so it's professional, engaging, and matches your brand vision. And what I left out of the show notes, I should have put in there, and it's responsive. It'll work in mobile, because that's what 2016 is. There's a lot of people, the only time they are online is on their mobile device, on their tablet. Create an email opt-in program to increase conversions and leads. And the email, and some vendors have both an opt-in mail program for business to consumer and for B2B. So if your plan is to market to both of those groups, you may well need to have an email campaign that's opt-in for both of those. And the next one is to drive traffic to your site using search and social media. Don't put all your eggs in the basket of search. Don't put all your eggs in the basket of social media, but create a marriage of the two. So this one knows what this one's doing and they work together. Okay, you'll be happy. And very importantly is train yourself and your staff, your wife or whoever, how to manage the website, the social media, and the newsletter. So if you're only able to manage the content on the blog, but you have no clue how to do Facebook or Twitter or any of that, that's not going to make for a very efficient use of your time if the social media person is gone that day. And you've got a big campaign to announce on social media, you don't know how to do it. So get the training done for your whole staff so that everyone can step to second base and play second base if they are called on to do that position. Okay? And most importantly is having a way to track and measure your task completions. And then once you have that information, your progress is going to follow, because you're going to know where your buyers are. Well, I'm building the brand the best. Most of my evangelists for my brand are coming from Twitter. So you make a focus be there because you're selling there. And if you're in B2B, you've got to be on LinkedIn. Now, I've heard countless people say, oh, I don't like their interface. I don't like it. Doesn't matter. Business goes to LinkedIn to find technology, to hook up with a service provider, a solution provider. And if you're going to outsource all this work, ask them for everything that's in the show note. Ask them to be able to build a website, to have it be responsive, to be able to create an email opt-in program, to drive traffic to the site with search and social media, and to be able to train you and your staff. All of that in one burrito. Then you're talking to a web developer, not to one of the subsets of that process. Have I missed anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. So on that note,
not on that topic anyway.
Exactly. So let's go into the shout out time. And our good friend at the Edinburgh Dusters, they're the company that likes to clean over there in Edinburgh, Scotland. They're the reason, if you want to blame anybody for the Cook Report, or the Geyer Cook Report was born out of the canvas that Kelvin is witness to now, that Fraser Ramsey built this graphic one Thursday afternoon and says, hey, what about calling it the Cook Report? And at first glance, I said, sure, why not? And then we did a little SEO work, and that doesn't work. So it's the Geyer Cook Report. So thank you, Fraser. Sorry that I mangled the names here a bit, but you know, they're on the same island. I get them mixed up all the time. And so
we're both good looking.
Yeah, both good. They're twins, actually. And in the realm of shout outs, we also want to thank Blab for this interface that they're providing us to. And we thank Screencast-O-Matic. It's a great screen recorder for Windows. We're recording right now with Screencast-O-Matic. And if I go like this, I should point at Fraser. If he was sitting there, but he's not. That's Kelvin. For some reason, my brain is wrapped around that. So thanks for that, both Blab and Screencast-O-Matic. Big thanks to YouTube for giving us the space to put this video on. If you're watching us on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. That matters somehow. And so that and that and that. There's a question in the show notes that are available. And, oh, I know what I forgot. Isn't it nice that I didn't say, what did I forget? Friends Just Chatting, weekday mornings on blab.im. You can see this logo and look for that and take part in that show. It's a good conversation every weekday morning, talking about any number of topics. We talked about resin and 3D printing and so on this morning already. It's a good go. So on that note, I'm going to say those three magic words that end every program of the Geyer Cook Report in history over 100 times. It's a wrap.